Hello, everyone. Welcome to probably the dumbest thing I have ever decided to attempt. Today, we figure out, can I beat Minecraft only getting items from villager trades? So, before we get started on the actual challenge, I just want to get the rules out of the way. Rule number one, and the only rule, is that I can only use items from villager trades. There are a few exceptions to those rules, like, for example, I can use torches even though villagers can't trade them. Another example is that I can use tools like axes and shovels, but I can't use them to attack unless they're given in trade. I can also use building blocks to build and craft items, but shields, armor, and food is off limits unless it's from a trade. And that is the only rule. So let's get started with the challenge. I would also just like to say that this is my first time doing a Minecraft challenge. So if there is something that I could have done better, that's probably why. After about 4 tries, I get a good seed and spawn a few blocks away from a village. I run over and start checking how many villagers there are. I counted about 5. I then started farming all of the gardens to hopefully start trading soon. I then trap a cartographer in a 1x1 area because he can buy 24 paper for an emerald. Pretty good deal. Then I craft a fletching table. Then I trap a villager and turn it into a fletcher so I can buy emeralds for 32 sticks. Immediately, I start trading to get 3 quick emeralds. I then turn a different villager into a weaponsmith so I can get weapons. After grabbing a few more sticks, I trade to get enough emeralds to trade for a sweeping edge unbreaking 1 sword. And also, if you ever see that I just have like tons of emeralds in my inventory, just know I got them from trading sticks. I never went into creative mode. After doing a bit of farming, I then trade with a farmer who will buy 22 wheat or 26 potatoes for an emerald. I then started on a mine. Literally, the only reason I am is for 3 diamonds to make a pickaxe to go to the nether. Then something most people would probably be happy to see happened. I found a mine shaft. Normally, I would be really happy to see one, but in the run where I can't have any armor or a shield, I was a little mad. But I decided to explore it anyway. Random question, but has anyone ventured through an entire mine shaft and not found a single diamond? Well, I have. I explored it from back to front and didn't find a single one. After about 20 minutes of exploring the mine shaft, I came across an entrance that leads to a little cave. After fighting off some mobs, I see them! Diamonds! Right on the ground! I light up the area around me and start mining them. I had found a 4 vein. This was absolutely perfect. I collected them and ran back home to put them in storage. The moment I opened up the chest, I noticed something. I had only collected 2 of them. Even looking back at the footage, I have absolutely no clue what happened. Like, I was in the range to collect all of them, but I just didn't. So I ran back down, got to the location, and noticed the diamonds had despawned. I honestly still have no clue how they despawned that fast. Like, it was like 10 minutes ago that it happened. At this point, I was furious. I'd come so close to never needing to go mining again, but the game had to rip that out of my hands. I went cave exploring to hopefully find the remaining diamonds, but I'd used up all my luck on the first 4. I then decided to do the only reasonable thing and go strip mining. And after about 20 minutes, I found some more. But I was recording on the wrong scene, so I don't have that footage. With the diamonds, I crafted a diamond pick. With it, I went back down into the mine for the final time to grab some obsidian. After getting about 10 and dying a few times, I made it back to the surface to construct the portal. After teleporting to an entirely different dimension, I started exploring it. Right next to the portal was a crimson forest, so I started with that. After dying a few times, I gave up trying that way, so I decided to try the other direction. I first started mining into a netherrack mountain until I found a little opening that leads to a basalt delta, probably my least favorite biome in the game. I made my way slowly past the delta to a giant opening. I slowly built across, only stopping to look for magma cube creeping their way up to kill me. After getting shot by a ghast, I finally finished up the bridge that led to a soul sand valley. You would not believe how many skeletons shot at me. I was on easy mode this entire challenge. Yes, I am a coward. But 90% of the time, at least 3 skeletons spawned, then proceeded to hit 90% of their shots. But after that traumatizing experience, I found a warped forest and then looked over the edge to see it in the distance. Another fortress! Okay, so let's play a little game real quick. The game is to guess how many blocks away the fortress is from the nether portal. Everyone in the premiere can get 1 single guess. And if you manage to guess correctly up to 10 blocks up or down, I will give you a shout out in the next challenge. So the way I'm calculating how many blocks away it is by subtracting the fortress's x coordinate and the portal's x coordinate. For example, I spawned at about negative 64x, and the village is about at 23x. So I'd add 64 plus 23 to get 87. So the number of blocks would be 87. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but this is my method, so I'm doing it this way. So put your guesses in chat now. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, got your answers in? So we started at 8x and 14z, and the fortress is at 585x and 144z, giving us a grand total of 707 blocks away. So if you guess 6,907 through 717, you guessed correctly, and you will get a shout out in the next challenge. Then in the fortress, I took my first steps in and instantly died to a blaze. So we are currently off to an incredible start. Then after about an hour of dying over and over again trying to get 7 blaze rods, I managed to get all 7 along with 12 ender pearls. But I wasn't recording, so you'll have to trust me that I did this all legitimately. After running back home, I made myself 2 eyes of ender and started making my way towards the stronghold. After about 20 minutes of searching, all the eyes broke, so I tried again with another one. Then after about 15 minutes, I found it. I had found the stronghold. After strategically making my way in, I instantly died to a silverfish. It was at this moment that I decided to just buckle down and complete this challenge. So I started terraforming the entire village land so that I could have a huge farm for emeralds. After about 2 hours of farming and preparing, I was finally ready. I decided to bring a stack and a half of arrows, power 1 bow, sharpness 2 sword, some blocks, tons of food, a bed, and the eyes of ender. I then made it back to the stronghold and almost died again to a silverfish. Luckily I didn't. That encounter with death had me on edge the entire time, especially since I didn't have a shield. But after dying a few more times, I made it to the portal. I then filled it with 11 eyes since one had already spawned in. Sadly, I couldn't find my bed. I think it was exploded by a creeper or something. So I just decided to hop in without resetting my spawn. I ended up getting really lucky with the end spawn, and it spawned me under the pillar, so I just dug my way up. Then, before I even destroyed a single crystal, I died to the Ender Dragon's bad breath. Then, after a few attempts to get to the portal, I got the final run. First, I stayed on the ground and sniped the crystals from there, but eventually I built up onto a crystal pillar and then died trying to destroy it like an idiot. I don't even know what I was thinking. I then built all the way back up to the pillar top and started to obliterate the remaining crystals from there. Then the dragon perched, so I did a solid fourth of its health. Then a few perches later, it was down to its final hit. And seemingly in slow motion, I hit it one final time. Then an enderman killed me. But I immediately ran back into the portal, but sadly the dragon animation death was already over, but I had done it. I had killed the ender dragon, ending the challenge. So yes, it is possible for me to beat Minecraft only trading with villagers. Fun fact, actually, this is the first time I've ever defeated the ender dragon myself. I had done it once or twice with my brother, but that was all. This challenge was super fun to do, but really stressful, especially towards the end. I was so stressed. But I'm already working on another challenge, so you should expect it in the next month or two. But thank you so much for watching. I spent probably 12 hours doing this challenge and 50 Minecraft days. Also, the world seed is negative 7068912376416113299. I'll put it on screen if you just want to play on it for whatever. Before I end, I also just want to let you know that I upload Pokemon content on my main channel. Link will be in the description if you want to just see more of me. So one final thank you, and I will see you next time.